Hello, and how are you doing today? I hope you're doing fabulous. I know I am. So I just wanted to hop on here, film a new video for you guys. I know it has been forever. Please don't hate me. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Austin. I have an absolute love for makeup that started actually probably about a year or two ago now. So without further ado, let's just jump into this video. I did choose to do the intro after I did my makeup just simply because the before version of this was a little rough. So if you want to see how I made this come together, keep watching. Alright, so some things probably have changed in my day-to-day routine since my last video. I'd like to think that my makeup has came a long way since my last video, so yeah. First things first, in today's video though, we are going to start with our brows. And for today's brows, we are going to use the Morphe Brow Pomade. And this is in shade Biscotti. And then we're going to be using the ColourPop Brow Gel. And this is in shade Clear, like there's no shade to it. That's just to hold the hairs up. I'm going to be using my Morphe JS7 Brow Brush. It's a little dirty. I cleaned it, but whatever. And then I'm going to be going with my Smashbox 24-Hour Concealer, and this is in shade Light Cool.
You can see she's got a little bit of love.
Alright, so I brought you in close. Let's do this brow, going in with my Morphe Pomade on my JS7 brush. And we're just going to start by creating that line right here. Also, just in advance, if you hear any background noise, sorry. I have moved since my last video. Also, why you see a new backdrop. We'll see after today's video how it does. Now, as I said before, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Clear Brow Gel. Am I showing them right? Okay, there we go. So, I picked this up a couple weeks ago in Ulta. I really like it. I found that I get my brows tinted because they're not there. So I get them tinted, and then I found with the tint, if I put like the ABH brow gel in there, the blonde one, my brows just look so dark. Alright, so now I'm going to go with my Smashbox concealer and my Morphe M10 brush. This is just a little flat brush for defining like your eyebrows, doing a cut crease, that type of good stuff. And as before, this is shade Light Cool. I'm trying not to like bring it in so close because also the light, I need it so that I can see. But it is so hard to see where I want the line with my mirror all the way out here. Now, I do like to bring the concealer down when I'm outlining the bottom like this, just so that when I'm doing my eyes, this will also be like a little bit of primer, but it will also help to create like a transition to where there's not like a gap between my natural skin and then the eye primer that I'm going to be using. Alright, as you can see, both brows are done. I have started this one eye. I still have to shape it up and everything, but we will do that when we do our complexion. My lips, I did put a little bit of chapstick on them so that they're not so, you know. But for my eye base, I am using the P. Louise in shade 2, Rumor 2. So we're just going to put a little bit of this right here on our hand. And then we're going to take our Beauty Bakery blending egg, and we're just going to lightly stamp this into place. But we're not going to set this with powder because we want our eyeshadows to act as like glue almost to it. So today I am going to be using the mini Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star. And then I'm also going to be using the Strawberry Shake and the Blue Moon from ColourPop. So we're just going to be mixing and matching a little bit. All right, so we're gonna start by just drawing our connecting line right here. This is just gonna give us the shape that we want. Now this is going to be where the line stops for us. We're gonna cut the crease and everything that, but we got to like blend away. The brush I'm gonna be using is going to be the JS13 brush. I'm just gonna kind of actually be going between the Strawberry Shake palette and the Jeffree Star Bubblegum and just kind of mixing and matching, buffing it out to kind of get this little pinky purplish type look up here. Then we'll go back in, we will cut the crease fully, and then I'll put down the blue. So first off, I'm going to go in with the color Daiquiri. Knock off the excess, of course. And we're just going to start by buffing out those edges, getting everything nice and blended. Now I'm going to take the color Woke, which is just a little bit more natural color, I guess you could say. A little bit more skin color. And we're just going to blend it out that way. Go back in with my Milkshake mixed with a little bit of Daiquiri. Alrighty, so now I am going to go back in with my Smashbox 24-Hour Concealer that I use to carve out my brows, and I'm just going to use this to cut my crease. Some people like to use the P. Louise base to also cut out their crease. I'm not a huge fan of doing that. I like to use my concealer, just make it more cohesive. So I just put a little bit of that on my hand. I'm going to be taking my flat rose gold Morphe brush. This one does not have a number, unfortunately. This is just the top, but you get the picture, okay? I'm going with my Coty Airspun translucent setting powder to set that concealer so that it doesn't move on me. Little ASMR moment for all of you people that like that. Alrighty, so now I'm going to be going in with that Blue Moon palette from ColourPop. Forgot the name there for a second, but this is probably one of my favorite palettes. As you can see, it has been shown some love. But I'm just going to be using my JS10 brush for this. And then I'm also going to be using my M443 brush just to really get down into that crease. So first, I'm going to go into the color Starry Eyed. And we're just going to pack this on to the lid right here. Now, if you can see the other eye, you can see that I did not go all the way up to where I cut my crease. I stopped it. So here comes the moment of truth. Boom. All right. So we're just going to smoke it out right here. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Moonlight. So now we're gonna go in with the number 307 in this Real Techniques brush, and we're just gonna go into the color Lumi in the Blue Moon palette. It is that icy white color. Alrighty, so our eyes are done. Let's go ahead and lay a base layer down. Now I am going to be using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Now I did see that they're coming out with a liquid version of this, and I am so excited to try it, like beyond excited. So I did clean my hands after I did my eyeshadow look, so we don't have any residue on there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna put this where I have my pores, which is right here under my eyes and on my nose. With a little bit of the Estee Lauder Illuminator Primer as well. And we're just gonna put this on our cheeks and a little bit on our forehead, just where, you know, we didn't put that Tatcha because we don't really have the pores there. But this Illuminator one All right, now I am going to be using my Smashbox 24-Hour Foundation. This is in shade 1.1. I have like, I'm so pale right now because it is wintertime. It's not even funny. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my hands, and then I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender. Now this stuff right here will erase everything on your face. Like, so at some point the camera decided to stop filming on me. And it was in the process of when I was doing my powdering and all of that. So just so you guys know where we're at, I've used the Fenty Beauty setting powder under my eyes right here in shade Butter to just line everything up. And then I went over top of my whole face with my Coty Airspun translucent setting powder to just set that into place. So now we're gonna go in and we're gonna contour and bronze and highlight and all of that. All right, so now we're gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty contour. It's dirty, I'm sorry, okay? I don't even wanna show the camera. It's Fenty Beauty. This is in color Shady Biz. For this, I am just using a little angled Morphe brush. This is in the rose gold collection, so it doesn't have a number, unfortunately. And I am just going right under my cheekbone, and I am buffing upward so that I get that nice, rosy, lifted appearance on my cheek. Now this shade is not the darkest, but it works perfectly. And next I'm going to go in with my Sun Bunny Duo from Too Faced. It looks like so. And we're just also going to take a Morphe Rose Gold Collection brush. Looks like so. It's a nice big fluffy one. Probably the powder brush, but we're going to use it for this. And for this, we're going to go up to our hairline right here. And then we're going to just go down. And we're going to pretty much be connecting the contour that we just did on our cheekbones. So we're gonna go still in with this little Fenty right here, and we're gonna take this flat eyeshadow packing brush they use for eyeshadow. All right, so as you can see, I took my Fenty Beauty setting powder again, and I just kind of shaped up that nose right there. So now let's chisel out this jawline. Going in with that Eco Tools brush that I use to do the rest of my face with the powder. And we're just gently wiping off like so. As you can see, it has beautifully lightened up my under eyes. Just giving me that amazing like glow on the inner right here. Now I am just taking my beauty blender that I used earlier. Nothing extra on it, but we're just kind of patting it on our nose just to dull it down a little bit, but it is still there, as you can beautifully see. Same thing with down here. So next I am going to be going in with my iconic Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. I'm going to be taking the color Nectarine, which is this one right here. This is my favorite. As you can see, it is the most used. And for this, I'm actually going to be taking my Morphe M14 brush. This is actually used for contouring, but I just think it blends out the blush so beautifully. So for this, I'm smiling, and then I'm just buffing upwards. So next, I'm going to be going in with two Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipsticks. They're both from a summertime collection. This one is the mystery one from his summertime mystery box, so you can't buy this on his website, unfortunately. This one is in shade Yes Ma'am, because, like, yes ma'am. So those are the two colors. I'm going to be outlining my lips in this, and then I'm going to fill it in with these. So now I do my liquid lipstick a little bit differently. I don't like using a lip liner. I personally would rather use the liquid lip for the lip liner. So I'm actually going to be taking a Morphe M160-1/8 brush. It looks like so. I find this perfect for just lining my lips. And now I'm going to just take this brush. So now that we have our lips outlined in that mystery shade, filled in with that mystery shade, I'm going to just be taking a little bit of Yes Ma'am. Now I'm actually going to take this brush right here from e.l.f. This is not the same one I did my nose with. I have multiples because I like them. And what we're doing is we are literally just going to pat this on there. And now we're buffing it out. Now, so my lips don't look so dry, I'm going to be going in with the gloss. This is actually from his Valentine's mystery box. This is in shade Succulent. Now, this has to be one of my all-time favorite glosses of his. Like, oh. Do you see that? Like, do you see that? That is like highlight for your lips. Liquid diamonds on your lips. Now last, but certainly not least, we have lashes. I'm gonna just pop these on off camera real quick. These are the Morphe Secretive Lashes. So be right back. All right, lashes are on. Yes, I am so feeling this look. We use the Bad Gal Bang Mascara from Benefit Cosmetics. Now to go in with a little bit of the Morphe Prep and Set Continuous Setting Mist. So good. This not only helps everything set, if you have any powder that is like caked onto your face, this will just like help to get rid of that so that your face just looks auto-tuned. So that is today's video, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you liked this look that I created. Leave down in the comments some video ideas that you want me to do, an eyebrow tutorial, eyeshadow tutorial, how I laid my base foundation tutorial, try a 1-star Sephora, try doing my makeup in a car. You guys let me know what you want to see. So leave it down in the comments and I'll try to do a video based on that. So this is today's look. I hope you enjoyed.